What is going on, guys? So today we're going to talk about trading in your car and how that is the worst idea that you could ever possibly do. And welcome back to the channel. We're probably going to make more of these videos where I just kind of talk and yap and see what I can do to help you guys, because a lot of people don't see the bad thing about having car loans, specifically very high ones where you're paying, I don't even know how people pay 800. Even my payment is $300 on my Jeep, and I have like a year and a half left, and or 2 years or something like that. And I cannot justify anybody paying anywhere from five to, some people are paying 1,500. That's not including insurance. I don't even know how they do it. I really don't. I don't know how I'm doing it, paying $300 on my Jeep, and with inflation, with so many things going around. And the thing about people don't realize is, they're fine with, if it fits the monthly budget, that it's okay. But they forget that life happens every single year, every single month, and every single year, every single month, things add on to the monthly budget. There's a lot of things that happen that you sometimes have an emergency, you have to use a credit card, then you're gonna have to pay on that monthly. So there's a lot of things that go and people don't realize. But let's talk about the trade-in. Whenever you're gonna trade in your car, the dealership is going to give you the bare minimum, because they either have to sell it or they have to do, they're going to do have to do something with the car, and they're not going to lose on that value. So let's say you have a, like, let's say I have my Jeep, and I want to trade it in for a nicer car, a newer car, Apple CarPlay, all the good stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, if it gets me from point A to point B, that's all I really care for right now. And so what they're gonna offer me is probably, like, if I Kelley Blue Book my Jeep right now with what it is, what it's worth, it's probably worth around $8,000. Trading is probably gonna be around $3,000. They're gonna be like, yeah, we can offer you $3,000. You're gonna be like, well, that's too low. They're gonna, well, we'll do 3,500 or 4,000 if they're very generous. What's gonna happen is that negative equity that you have, especially if you still owe on the car, that negative equity is going to roll over into your new loan, which on the new car, they're already upselling it anyways. They're already going to charge you more than what it's worth. So you're going to end up losing twice, because let's say a new car is, $40,000. That's a lot of money. I'm gonna use $30,000 because $40,000 is giving me anxiety already. Let's say the new car is $30,000. Now the $30,000 car, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it's gonna be worth $25,000. So you already lost on $5,000, because used cars just are not worth whatsoever, close to what you bought it for. So let's say you were negative equity $5,000 on your other car before. You already lost $10,000. $10,000. And some people, like I said, some people don't care. And the people that don't care and don't complain, this is not for you. This is for the people that complain, saying, oh, I can't get anything done. I can't get a house. I can't get this. I can't get that. Groceries are high. But then you turn around and trade in your car. You turn around and buy the most expensive car. You complain and complain and complain. That's all you do. And you play the victim role, that everything is going up. And yes, it's going up, but if you don't make the correct decisions with your money, you're going to starve. You're going to always be in credit card debt. You're always going to be in so much debt. I'm currently right now fighting my debt right now, but that's a lot of the things that I had to do with immigration. It's not something that I was like, let me ball out on this vacation, or let me ball out on these type of clothes or whatever. I haven't even bought clothes in like 5 years, to be quite honest with you guys. I'm trying to be as frugal as I can, because my daughter's about to start school. There's a lot of changes, and I might get a car in the future, and I would love to. Listen, I would love to do a C5 build again. I would love to have a 2013 1LE Camaro SS fully built out. I would love that. But those are just wants. Those are not things that I need. And the things that I need right now is investing in my future, because I'm going to get old. I'm going to enjoy life in the process, right? There's a time and place for everything. I get creating memories cost money, and that's something that we have to put in the budget. But there's a lot of things that people just act upon emotion, and I've done it before. I do it. I feel like I do it sometimes every single month, where I act on emotion and I'm like, you know what, let's take this, let's buy this or whatever. But at the end of the day, as long as you're not over exceeding and you have a plan, I think that's the right move to do. And I don't think trading in your car is going to set you up financially anytime, anywhere soon. Nothing. The dealerships get you with how much do you want to, because what they're going to do is they're going to try to stretch that loan as much as they can so it fits your monthly payment. So let's say a 3-year loan is going to get you $400, and you're like, $400 is too much, and they're like, all right, well, we can do a 4-year loan, and they can minimize it to $300, and you're like, oh, $300 is that's a little bit better, that kind of fits in my budget. You're going to pay more interest, you're going to pay more for the car, and you're going to be losing all the time. So what I always recommend, and I've always said in other videos before, Marketplace is probably the best place. Do your research first, because you just don't want to buy whatever out there. Do your research first. Take a mechanic, check out the car, make sure it's good, make sure it's reputable, make sure you're doing things right. Obviously, there will be times where even if you do things right, things are gonna go bad. But at the end of the day, you're going to pay what the car is actually worth than overpaying at a dealership. And if repairs come to happen, you're probably going to pay less than what you would have going to pay a dealer plus those repairs on top of that. So you're always going to win buying private, selling private also, because if you want to get rid of your car, do it through Facebook Marketplace. You're going to get what your car is worth. They're not going to lowball you because you set the price because of what Kelley Blue Book is valuing your car. You're not going to get these lowball offers from dealerships. Nothing like that's going to happen. Now, I'm going to make another video explaining how to sell your car on Facebook Marketplace. If there's a loan, if there's, you know, X, Y, and Z, because I've done a lot of it and I know kind of what to expect. But don't trade in your car. If you want to set your life up, do not trade your car in, pay off your car, or sell your car and get something cheap. Set yourself up to win. Don't set yourself up for failure. Dealerships are setting you up for failure. Now, if you have the money, if the payment is only like, you know, like a freaking, if your car is only worth, if you're making, hold on, let me get my thoughts straight. If you're making $300,000 and the new car is $30,000, $40,000, then that's a very low percentage of your income. You can do whatever you want. You can be on a monthly, whatever you want. At the end of the day, you have enough money to pay it off in a month if you want to. I'm talking about people that make $30,000, $40,000 a year. They're getting $40,000, $50,000 car, and then complaining that and playing the victim that they are, you know, this and this and that, and they can't afford anything. You're putting yourself in the situation and complaining about it. That does not make any sense, right? So there's a lot of things, obviously a lot of gray areas with, you know, buying cars and things like that, but just don't trade in your car, please. Don't trade in your car. I will make another video on that, but I just want you guys to know that there are smart ways to buy cars, there's smart ways to sell cars, and I just don't want you guys to be involved in a situation where you were taken advantage of financially with a car when it's not even worth it. So at the end of the day, cars, you know, yes, you know, they're nice if you want to get a nice car, but as long as it gets you from point A to point B, that's all you really, you know, need. And if you want something like a toy in the future, make sure you're already set, that you already have enough money if you want to pay cash for it, or if you have like an investment that pays for it, for example, like a YouTube channel that pays for it. I think that's a smart move too. You know, don't over exceed what you can do. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, because I know a lot of people are just going through some rough moments financially, and they don't know all of this stuff. They just think that they're getting the best deal out of everything, and that's just not what happens. But anyways, enough of my rant, enough of this video. We'll see you guys in the next video.